Welcome to the Roscoe's Tavern viewing party of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17!
Yeah! Have a seat, ladies.
Did you see me almost die?
Sponsored by our good friends Hornitos.
Yes. Okay, so we came down a little late, so we're gonna jump right into it because it's gonna start really soon. Sam and Trinity could not make it today, but I'm kidding. You can't believe anything
I say. Who was so sad over there?
You can't believe anything I say. No, they're here, but we don't want to rush it, so we're gonna jump into the show, and then we'll give them a proper welcome. And bring them in after the first segment. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
How was your week?
Great. How about you?
I had a very...
What was the story?
Eventful?
A very eventful week. I said some stuff last week, and some people were kind of butthurt, and I just feel like it's necessary for me to go deep down and sincerely just tell people that I am going to continue to say whatever the I want to say. And I meant every word. Anyway, we're here to have a good time. It's a review show. Let's talk some
Yeah.
and just have a good time, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you should hear the we say to each other in the dressing room.
Oh
That's
my God.
real
I didn't come downstairs tonight because Naysha's just trying it, so it's fine.
See, but that's the thing. I didn't say a word to her.
No, that was the problem.
My silence spoke volumes. No, but yeah, it's we're a review show like no other, and
we're going to talk a little.
We're going to
give praise.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll tag you in it and let you know that we're talking about you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will tag you.
You put yourself on TV.
And I will tag you. No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not calling anybody a...
Okay, let's get into this episode, y'all.
All right, y'all ready to get the shit started? Let's do it! All right, Roscoe's and YouTube, let's give them a warm welcome. Please welcome Sam Starr.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Roscoe stage, Trinity the Tuck.
I'm not getting up. I'm now a grandmother.
We are super excited to have you both. How are you both doing?
So excited. I was telling Naysha backstage, I've watched this for years. Every week religiously, and to be up here to see me in this little TV right now is crazy. So thank y'all for having me.
We're super happy to have you and super excited. Trinity, how are you, baby?
No, I'm great. I'm moving. So I'm like in the process of packing up my house and shipping it across the country. I'm getting out of a red state. I'm done.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your
choice.
move. Do you want to tell everyone where you're moving to?
I'm moving from Orlando to Los Angeles. Finally.
Yes.
All right.
Be neighbors.
Where all drag queens go to die.
I thought that was Palm Springs.
Adjacent.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's down the street.
I'm
Yeah,
not dead
pretty much.
yet.
It's pretty much down the street. Okay. Speaking of seeing yourself, on here at Roscoe's, I want to ask Trinity what it's like to see Sam basically in the same shoes that you were in, competing.
Keep it cute.
Not only Sam, Jules as well, because that's granddaughter. Yeah.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Which one?
Jules.
Oh.
Jules.
Yes, Sam. Yes.
I'm kidding. But there's seniority, okay? That's still my niece.
Also, Jules is not here, so chop.
Right.
We'll talk about that when she's here. Right now, it's Sam Starr, so let's talk about that.
As soon as I met Sam in Birmingham, so we're both from the same city in Birmingham, Alabama, and as soon as I met Sam, before she was my drag daughter, I knew she was going to be on Drag Race. I just knew. She was already super fabulous, and already years ahead of what I was when I was her age. So I already knew. So I just knew. I have like ESPN or something.
So, Sam, were there any... is there one piece of advice that you got from your mother here that really stuck with you throughout the entire competition?
Maybe just like to not get overwhelmed. I think it's so easy, and I was this too, sitting at the house, having everything to say about, oh, why didn't you do this or that? But when you're there, it's so fast-paced. You're not thinking clearly. You're overwhelmed. You're terrified. So I think she just wanted me to remember to be myself, to have fun, because, I mean, I think she believed in me or I wouldn't be her daughter. So I think she knew that I could deliver if I could stay out of my head, and we'll see if I can do that, honey.
I do have to say, watching you, you have a level of comfort and confidence that
Thank
not
you.
everybody has that first time around.
Right,
I really
right.
have to commend you for that. It's amazing. Where do you get that from?
I don't know, probably God. No, I would say I think a lot of that is from Trinity. She just prepared me so much, really. Like every question I had, she had the answer to. I really felt like I was ready to go to college or something. So I was just excited too to finally get the opportunity. I was just over the moon.
I think, and you know this, I think you got it from pageants.
Okay.
I think the fact that you did pageants right before, like leading up to you getting on the show, pageants are like a finishing school.
Yeah.
They throw you through so much. You have to do. It's like preparing for Drag Race, all these different categories, and every pageant that you did, you excelled in or won. So
Thank you. Clock that T.
So I think that is what made you confident.
Thank you. I love you. Enough about us. Back to them.
This week's
All
Maxi.
right. So Sam, you just stated that Anya is clearly a front runner, and we were just
Yes, girl.
and we were just talking about confidence and how you are now one of the most confident girls of the season. When we first watched you walk into the workroom, you weren't as confident as you are now. I would like to just have you elaborate and tell me what was the turning point, the moment for you where your light bulb clicked on and you were like, okay, I am that, and I'm about to do this.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
babe. I would say it was really when the judges told me that I was too perfect. I was like, girl, what the hell does that mean? And then I was like, oh, they want to, not see me as this pageant perfect girl, because that is really kind of boring. So after they gave me permission, I said, oh, I'm going to give them what they want, honey. I am in business, okay? So that's probably what it was. But also, at the beginning, I was so terrified, girl. Like, you just don't know. What if they hated me, There's been some talented queens who went on the show, and they just were not buying it, okay? So you just never truly know. So that's why I was kind of scared. When I started to realize they liked me, I started to feel more confident, I think.
Yeah.
It totally shows. And you could
Thank
see
you.
it in that episode too. You're like, wait, I'm going to dirty it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could totally see it. But let's be real. One of the queens that has been able to do that and master that is Trinity.
Yes!
This is the thing. Trinity, I want to know did you go into the competition like saying, I have to, you're not afraid of uglying it up and making it funny, because some pageant girls don't know how to do that. My drag, tell me about it.
Well, first of all, I was looking at myself in this thing, and I was like, I look skinny.
You look gorge.
I was like, girl, my shins are shinning. Girl, I look like an alien. I don't know if that looks healthy, but LA, here I come. No, so, girl, it's TV. So, long before, this is my 22nd anniversary month doing drag. Long before I was on Drag Race, I was a pageant queen. And they cast me as the pageant queen. And so what I learned quickly about Drag Race is they want you to play the part that they assign you as. And then they want to be the reason why you're successful on the show. And so what I learned quickly is, oh, I'm just a pageant queen. I didn't know I was funny. I've been doing creative stuff for years. I won Entertainer of the Year back in 2014. I've done comedy talents. I have done really off the wall evening wears, because the evening wear competition is creative evening wear. I've done weird stuff. I've always been that girl, but I let them believe that they made me learn something new because I may be country, but I am smart.
Okay.
I live for that. I totally live for that.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's like, they want to take responsibility for your success.
Absolutely, don't they?
No, they took. But this is, no offense, this is why they're casting the young gals now.
You heard that?
No,
I'm
Kiki.
young.
How old are you? Wait, how old
you
are
are
you?
young,
How old
little
are
girl.
you?
I'm 25.
Yes,
young.
you're young.
You're young.
You're f***ing, I've been doing drag for 25 years. Okay, so I wanted to ask this question earlier, and then it slipped my mind, so I remembered, and I want to get back to it. In the beginning, we were talking, y'all on the show were talking about the cop-out, you know, saying you want to send the strongest one.
Toot.
Right,
Yeah.
Susie Toot, because, you know. So let's pretend we're there again. And
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. And then we're going to rephrase the question to make sure we get the shady answer. No, okay. So based on the cast, you know, and everyone there, who do you think should go home because they've been performing maybe the weakest?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking
Well,
you.
you're the only one that was there.
I would like.
Get her together.
I was not expecting that question. Thank you for that question. In response to the question, who I think is not performing the best, I'm gonna nominate myself. I would like to go home. Thank you.
Pageant question. And question and answer, please.
No, actually, okay, I should have said Butthole or Lana. But I explained in Untucked that I had gotten really close with Butthole that week. Like, if you get to have a conversation with Miss Butthole, you're gonna love the Butthole, okay?
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah.
we had a great
So that's why I didn't say her. And I guess in the moment, I was just feeling like, let's bully Susie. Susie's also one of the girls that I remember early at the beginning, there was like the talk of the Kumbaya girls, and she was accused of being one of them. I could not disagree more. I think Susie was one of the girls that I could kiki with, and we would read each other back and forth. So that's why I said that. Also, my answer on the stage was a lot longer of why I said Susie Toot. And I explained to Rue, I just think that y'all think she's too funny. So I don't like that. It's not personal, but I want to be funny like her, so f*** her, okay? But in hindsight, I shouldn't have said her because we did like give her more hype than she even deserved,
It fed
frankly.
into the
Way more. Y'all gave her way more.
I feel like it kind of backfired on everyone because then they're like, okay, they're really scared of this one.
Yes,
Right?
we're dumb.
And what are they-
Hindsight is 2020.
They're going to keep her around. And what you've done, Sam, this whole season, which we've liked up here, is you've kept it real with all the girls,
Love.
whether they wanted to hear it or not. So keep it real with us right now. How excited were you to work with Lana on this challenge?
Not at all. I mean, and it's not even, I love Lana. She knows this. I love her to death. But for whatever reason, she just couldn't break out of, I guess, just being a little nervous in the challenges or something, because she truly is a superstar. Like, she's an amazing drag queen. But for whatever reason, we'd get on the runway every week and the judges would say, Lana. And we go, okay, here we go. So I was just not, and also, I'm going to take this moment to say, Lexi Love, because she was supposed to be my best friend. And y'all saw when we were picking the teams, she looked at me like I was a dumb bitch. She said, what's your name again? So anyways, Lexi. I'm kidding, I love you.
So really quick, I always think, did this cross your mind? I always think that you pick your partner, you do poorly, you're gonna lip sync against your partner. So I would think if I love you, let me grab this right here because this is the weakest.
Oh,
you get what
think
I'm saying?
she was not thinking that.
But I'm not saying she was, but that's kind of. Did that cross your mind?
Is that what you were
No,
thinking?
that was 8 steps ahead, and you know Lexi was 8 steps behind. So no. She said, in her confessional, she said, I want to work with Anya because she is like a heavy hitter, front runner, so I'll be guilty by association and also be fabulous. So No. I'm kidding. But yeah, I was honestly just really frustrated with this. From the beginning, I said, oh God, here we go, girl.
Okay, so far, what do you enjoy more? Runways or your acting, comedy, whatever, maxi challenges? What do you enjoy doing more?
Oh my God.
You're going to have to hold that thought because I think we're going back right now. Is it coming out right now?
Oh.
Yeah, hold that thought.
Thank y'all. Love you.
Also, Shady for the comedian. Did you know who that comedian was when they announced him as a special guest?
I'm a huge fan, yeah.
Yeah. You lie.
I don't believe her. I don't believe her either.
My lawyer's not here, so I don't know.
I live. Okay, what do you enjoy more, runways or the challenges, acting challenges?
Ooh, probably the runway.
Runway?
Because if you did well in the challenge, it's like smooth sailing for the runway, you know? But you're just always nervous for the challenge because we know the runways are not that important. Shout out to Susie. Why?
Yes, Sam.
Ba-boom.
I'm a drag queen. It's a joke.
Say it loud. Can you say that again, please?
What's a
Yeah,
joke?
I'm
Can you
kidding.
say that again, real loud?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Starr, a drag queen, and I tell jokes.
There you go.
Thank you.
And we approve that message.
Speaking of jokes, Susie too. I'm kidding. No, say definitely the runway.
The runway. Okay, speaking of runways, so we're talking about wardrobe. How much of Mama's wardrobe did you take?
All of it. Girl, I said, you don't need this, girl. I said, girl, you've already wore this. I need this.
Now, go ahead.
But no, I mean, she was very helpful with me.
The true tea is, I said, you are not going to spend all this money on all this shit because runways don't really matter. So you're going to go through my wardrobe and Chantel's wardrobe and get what you need and worry about that there. Okay, because we already know my wardrobe is fabulous.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So, girl, from 3 seasons, learn from me. You ain't spending all that money, honey.
Well, and also, the closet was so fierce, it didn't just dress one contestant, it dressed 2.
Okay.
Me and Jules was in the same closet. We said, girl, that's my size. Give me that.
I live for that. I was just telling them last week when they were doing the challenge, I'm watching Jules, and I'm like, that looks familiar. And then I Googled it, and I'm like, yep, there's Trinity wearing it.
Clocking
So
the
you
tea.
gave her a bunch of too.
Well, girl, you already know these fans. Y'all expect so much. I can't wear a look more than once or twice. So it's just sitting there. Might as well get rid of it.
Period.
True. I mean, yeah.
Well, speaking of Jules, Sam, I want to ask, we haven't seen much of y'all's relationship throughout this season. How close did y'all get, or were you already close going into it?
We are smart drag queens. So basically, we were kind of strategic in the fact we didn't want to become way too buddy-buddy because that is like porn for them putting us in the bottom, you know? They would get wet to the idea of that. So we started to try to keep our distance. Of course, I love Jules, but throughout the competition, me and Lexi really did sort of get close. So she sort of hung out with Lana and the other Kumbaya girls.
So basically, you did the opposite of Lydia and Corey.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I wish I would have got laid, but nobody wanted to me. I said, Corey, really?
You are definitely Trinity's daughter.
Monologues.
Okay, we gotta talk. We
gotta
gotta
talk
talk about
about
this
that.
challenge.
I think me and Lana just won. Wait. We kind of ate that.
Baby.
You did.
Okay,
Crazier stuff
you
has
have
happened.
two things. I want to know: did you have to memorize the monologues, or did they give you cue cards or something to read off?
Teleprompter.
Or a teleprompter, or anything
Yeah.
like that. And just tell me about your experience.
What the does that mean?
Get her.
Tell me about your experience, Naysha.
Wait!
Don't you come over
Listen,
here.
wait,
Don't you
I
come
was
over
waiting.
to our show.
Listen, I love that. I welcome it because
Y'all
we're
remember?
drag queens.
We're drag
and this is what
queens.
we do. We don't cry over it, you stupid bitch. We read each other, and guess what?
Yes.
We laugh about it, and we move the on. Did you get that?
Y'all zoom in.
Wait, hold on, wait. Before you answer that, who are we yelling at?
The camera. It's the camera right in the middle.
I know.
It's the
this
camera.
is gonna be uploaded to YouTube. So who's gonna be watching this?
The girls that are not booked at home.
My experience.
No, tell me about your experience,
So, honestly, I told y'all from the beginning, I was just over the challenge. I was like, oh, girl, we're screwed. Also, we had a teleprompter. We did have a teleprompter. My trouble with this challenge was I couldn't remember Lana's damn story. So, I had all these, bits planned for the funny parts. Girl, I didn't know when what came. The title of the thing was Lost. I was lost.
Wait, did you not hear her while she's saying it?
Not really.
Not really.
No,
okay.
y'all know Lana. She's up there doing her monologue like this. I was so
Simultaneously.
And
can
girl,
you
you hear my big ass clomping around like
her feet.
Girl, it was just a hot mess buffet. But watching that back, I think we might have won. It was kind of fair.
Everyone did better than expected. Did y'all hear the backing track while the other person was giving the monologue as well? Or no music?
The music?
Yeah.
Girl, I don't think there was music.
Okay, so they added that in post.
It was, yeah.
So
it
you
was
just hear steps.
Just stepping, girl.
When I tell you, you could hear my man ass in them little Susie Toot character heels like a Clydesdale horse. In front of RuPaul, I was humiliated. I wanted to just run off. And they got us up there in them assigned leotards. We were like off-brand Teletubbies. I can't.
No, that was a wild outfit to put y'all in.
That was
I
a
was
choice.
like, what
I was like, this is actually homophobic. I'm like, what y'all heard? This costume is homophobic.
The upside, you looked really pretty.
Thank you.
And if
Wow.
we're comparing, your monologue was better than Lana's, truly.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, out of all the girls that you saw, who were you impressed by and who were you underwhelmed by?
I thought everyone was horrible, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, because like I told y'all, there was no background music. And the whole thing was like, do they want us to be more earnest? Or do they want us to be more comedic? And that was like the balance we were all trying to figure out in the moment. So we tried to do like a healthy balance of both. And again, I think we might have won.
So can you answer that question now? Do you think they wanted it to be more earnest or comedic?
I think we'll see it in judging. They wanted it to be funny.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, girl, we're drag queens. We tell jokes.
Really, really, really quick. Just a reminder, there's absolutely no recording. There's no videos. You want to take a photo, go for it. But there are no recordings, okay? So please, please, please respect that and do not take any videos. Thank you.
Who was it?
Can we have him escorted out? This one right here in the front. No, that's my friend John. But yes, no videos, please, please, please. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna tell. After the runway, I'm putting you in the bottom because you look absolutely gorgeous.
Too good. You look too good,
It
Sam.
looks stunning. What
Thank you.
It looks
That's
stunning.
the thing. Well, we'll talk after the critiques.
Okay.
But yeah, I just don't really know how to be ugly, I guess.
I don't know how to do it.
Was that your first choice to wear on the runway for this?
It's what I could find in my drag sister's closet.
Ooh. Okay. You know, I would have. Okay.
Yeah,
The
see, I'm
answer
not
is
responsible
no.
for that.
No.
So I would have gave her something real ugly.
Listen. I would have thought of. I thought what Lana did was a really smart thing to do because I would have done. Oh my God! I can't believe the bags. What was the bags?
La La Ree.
La La Ree.
La La Ree. La La Ree. I would have done the bags because that was, have a couple bags fall off. You know what I mean? Like that. Because then everyone would remember that. Or even do a double and wear like what Alyssa wore when Santino said that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen on the runway.
Yeah.
And then take it off and you're in the bags. You know what I mean? Like just.
I should have wore that camera dress.
Oh yes. Yes.
You remember the girls hated that.
And there was no shape. It was just a camera, and it was like, "Where's the reveal?"
Yeah. Basically, when we were getting ready for this runway, I said, "Oh my God, I should go ask Susie to borrow something." And if Joella was there, I would have hit her up too.
Period. That would be. Do you know how fierce it would have been
Like, hey,
that you go
sister,
to another queen
can I
and you're
borrow
like,
your wig?
hey, you remember that first runway you did? Do you mind if I wear that?
That would be.
Do
You
you-
know
I
what
would've
would
done
have
that.
been sickening?
I
though?
should have.
If you were one of the queens that the judges read your outfit previously, wear the same thing
We're the
again.
same again.
Corey
That would
King.
be
But
fierce.
that never
So
happened.
basically, Joella, Corey
Corey
King,
King.
a few of the girls could have
Yeah.
wore everything all over again.
Boyaka.
Word again. That's fierce. That is fierce. I kind of live for that. Okay, tell me right now, you're there. How are we feeling about your placement?
In this moment,
Yeah, like you're like, oh, I slayed this, or are you like, huh?
no, it's a chop.
You were feeling a chop.
I think actually after watching the other two groups go before Lana and I realized we didn't go funny enough. We went a little too earnest because like my homecoming king queen story is actually a true story. Fun fact. I actually did win homecoming king in high school. Shout out to Leeds High School, Roll Green Wave. But we were just trying to be too earnest. I mean, we're just dumb. I mean, we should have known better.
I always, and you could, I'm sure you agree with this. The way to go is always funny.
Make Rue
Yeah.
laugh.
It's always
Rue
make
laugh.
her
Make
laugh.
Rue laugh.
And
make
I knew
Rue
that.
laugh. Everybody, make Rue laugh. If you are auditioning, make Rue laugh.
Really,
I'll say
that's it.
this, a little, just to give a little backstory of why we leaned a little more earnest is because when we were presented the challenge, we were shown, remember on All Stars when they did the monologues? And it was like the earnest, like telling stories about how fans have said they've changed your life, and Trinity talked about her HIV status, like all of these things. That's what we were pitched as, so I think that confused us.
And they're really good about doing that too, because
Well,
did you ever witness? Did this ever happen to you, Trinity, where they were like, okay, the category is Queen of Ice, right? And then when the category is announced on the runway, it's like Snow Bunny.
Oh yes, when you get the sheet of all the runways, it's so vague, and they make up some name for it later on, and then it's convenient for them to be like, "Oh, you didn't follow the prompt."
I'm not sure what they're
Telling
talking
you,
about.
You told me to wear white. I'm wearing white.
Welcome, Queens. Now it's
I love how she's like, stick 100,000 rhinestones on. Well, pay the girls because that costs
That's money. That's
that costs coin.
Girl, and make the outfits count. If you want them to put all that money into it, make that count towards what you're judging. It never counts. It never matters unless they want it to matter.
Unless they wanted to, unless it fits the narrative. I always say that, but whatever.
Now, I'm not reading them. I'm just saying this is a TV show, but
Yeah,
pageant queen, I like scores.
same.
The judges had a lot to say about everyone's runways this time. Sam, is this the first time you felt like you actually had to start learning the lyrics of the song?
Girl, yes. And thank God I actually did learn this one, because there was some weeks, honey. If they would have put me there, it would have been Valentina. Thank y'all. I had fun. No, I'm kidding, actually. Well, no, not really. There's
true,
just some
she did all
weeks
the-
you feel like, girl, I'm not lip syncing this week. This was a week I knew, honey.
Okay, you felt it. You felt it. Now, on the opposite end, I think it could be Anya or Lexi. I don't think they're going to give Anya 4 right now. I think maybe give Lexi her second. What are your thoughts, everyone up here?
Well, girl, Anya's killing the season, so give her another
Give her their win. Okay.
I think if you give Anya another win, it starts to look just too obvious that they're like, do you know what I mean? Like it
But
just
girl,
looks like it's
but girl, literally, and I'm not just saying this.
Yeah.
I'm not biased at all. It is literally Anya, and then up until this episode, Sam.
Yeah.
Girl, literally the entire season is Anya and Sam. So, girl, give Anya another win and let this Miss Thing lip sync for our life.
And send Sam home.
Have you been waiting
in that ugly dress.
Listen, if I was gonna be read the runway. This is a way to be read.
Right.
You are way too gorgeous. You look high fashion.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I
fierce.
wish they would have showed the interaction between me and the judges because they were keying over the fact that I swore up and down that shit was ugly. I was like, y'all are crazy. This is ugly. And they were like, no, girl. But hey, you live and you learn.
Now, really quick, between Anya and Lexi, who is your winner? Because I would give it to Lexi. I think that's who I would choose as the winner for this one. I'm talking about for this.
Are you talking about because she needs another win?
No. Because no. I think the interpretive dance to me, because of the interpretive dance.
I think they should
That's
both.
why.
If someone wins, I think they both should win because they were a duo team.
True.
There you go.
I'm gonna
do
tell
like
y'all right
that.
now. Anya had a ugly ass dress. She killed the little dance thing, and she killed her monologue. Give her a win.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see who it is.
I don't know. I'm still thinking Sam Starr might win it.
Welcome back, queens. I've made
Maybe.
some decisions.
Okay. We are going. Let's recap. So corny.
Go over what we just saw.
What we just saw with the lip sync. Congratulations.
Thank
Sam
you.
is still in it.
Thank you all.
Let's take a few steps back. Tell us what your thoughts, feelings, emotions, what was going through your head from the second that you were announced in the bottom two.
No thoughts, no feelings. All just like autopilot, really. I was terrified because we've seen that Lana has sent damn near everybody home. So I don't know, I sort of turned my mind off and just went for it. It turned out all right, you know. I also think that statistically wise, as long as I didn't like die, I probably would have stayed. So shout out to Lana, love her.
I mean, shout out to Lana, but I think you won that lip sync.
Oh,
You won
thank
the
you.
lip sync, baby. I think you won.
You have to say that, I'm sitting here.
I don't have to. But I will tell you, I want to ask you this. When you did the dip and you both dropped to the floor, were you anticipating her doing that dip, or did it just so happen that both of you did it at the same
I
time?
had my eyes on her, honey. I said, what are you doing jumping over here like that? Ow, together. Watch this. And the same thing happened when she took the little dress off and she had her little bikini on underneath. I said, I got panties on. Watch this. So she thought she had one, okay?
And
But
you
I
did
had
your
'em.
stunt, and your wig stayed on top of that. So great job, Diva. Yeah.
Girl, and that
Wow.
wig had like knives in it. I'm like, the girls who had nothing, what's y'all's excuse?
They never
we
did a
wanna know.
pageant.
Girl, right.
Hello.
never
They
did a
were a
pageant.
lovely 13th alternate.
13. They didn't even make the 12.
Participation.
They didn't make the 12.
Can I
Director's
want to
Award.
confess something? Can I confess something?
Please
I,
do.
I really want to confess something. Girl, I'm just not feeling Susie.
Wow.
Not her drag.
What is it?
What she
Her.
getting on here? Okay.
Not her drag. Her drag's fine. Her. It's not that I hate her. I'm not vibing with this like better than thou attitude. She's the only one that I don't follow. But I don't get that. I don't get that. I'm like, girl, I won a lot of pageants before I went on Drag Race, and I never made my competitors feel the way she makes her competitors feel. I think that's so gross and immature. Because if you are that girl, you do not have to say you are that girl.
Thank you.
You know,
And what it does, it also it with the spirit of competition when you're actually trying to do that. I completely understand what
well,
you're
it
saying.
also with me wanting to appreciate you, because now you're all up in my face telling me how good you are when I can't sit here and give you your own flowers and say, baby, you were great. Now the second that you're like, I was stunning, I'm like, okay, girl.
But she wasn't
Enough.
even great.
No.
That's the thing.
I will
She
say,
wasn't even great. Jules outshined her on both of those
period.
I love you, Susie. These bitches.
Anya is an example of somebody slaying something and doesn't have to say it.
Period. It's so true.
Enough
Yeah.
about Anya. Let's get back to me.
Yes. Seriously, let's get back to Sam. I got shots for everyone. Did you guys get your shots?
Yes, thank you, Diva.
Did you get yours? I don't usually do this very often with the gals.
This is special,
This is very special.
This is a very large shot.
This is, it's a double.
Girl, look at my shins. I'm a tiny girl.
Well, I knew it was for you, so it's a double, baby. Okay, so we're going to cheers to you winning that lip sync.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes you see the girls there, and then you meet them here, and it's not really what you. Anyway, you have been absolutely amazing and real,
I love
and I
you.
absolutely adore
Cheers.
you. Cheers!
Cheers! Thank y'all for coming.
Cheers, Sam.
It's water.
Now you know I spilled it.
So, if you want to start with the questions, Batty.
Yeah, I do, but I have a question, or I have a statement. I just
Yeah.
want to say, there's something about watching all of you girls compete, but there's also something about watching you literally lip sync for your life and know that this is like something that you are truly there to do, and your star is in your name, and you literally just slayed it and showed us why.
Thank you, my God.
Absolutely.
I love you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, doing the challenges and doing all that, but there's something about watching you girls be able to get to lip sync. I know the pressure is beyond, but it just shows that you really can truly perform.
Thank
Anyway.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you look just as beautiful in person. Let's just say
Oh,
that.
thank you. You too, Naysha.
Dang. Aw.
I'm the first person to ever say that.
True.
Wait, hold on. You're the first person I've ever said that
Said
to.
that
Also true.
Said that
I'm kidding. I love you.
Said that too. All right, our first question comes from
We're drag
Matthew
queens.
in Poland. Matthew in Poland would like to know how long Sam and Trinity have known each other, and what was your journey of becoming a drag family?
Girl, you take that.
My feeble mind. The silicone has migrated.
You kind of touched on it earlier. You saw her in her career.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I met Sam at my home bar. Well, it wasn't my home bar anymore. It was her home bar. And then I did an online digital drag competition called Love for the Arts.
Oh, yes, I
and we
remember
because I wanted to cast somebody from my hometown. We casted Sam, and Sam did okay. And no, you did.
No, yeah, I was a booger back
were
then,
fine.
yeah.
And so after that, I was like, I have to adopt her, and so that's what happened.
We'll touch base a little more on it because I want to hear it.
Okay.
Now, we were talking about
Yes, the
Trinity
family.
and
The family.
and the family.
Yeah.
So
Was it easy? That's my thing. Was it easy where you're like, that's definitely going to be a daughter?
Well, my hips are wide. I've had a lot of children. This was the most difficult one. I had a C-section in my face.
Okay.
Also,
yes.
also the prettiest. I love you, Chantel. Mwah.
She's been really easy. Her and Chantel have been the easiest. They like, you know, only sucked on the titty just a little bit, girl. The rest, they were like quick to be fierce, and then I was like, okay, you're free.
I love that. Go ahead.
I should have ended up in a napkin somewhere, but she saw it through, and here I am.
Love that.
Well, girl, if you would have went home, I would have aborted you. I just want you to know. I am a fan of, you know, your body, your choice.
Your choice, yes.
Excuse me, can someone call CPS? I'm like kind of scared. Are you gonna hit me later?
Yes, with my car.
I live.
wow.
No, we have another question from one of our VIP members in Texas. Hey, Randy, thank you so much for the question. This is for Naysha and Trinity. They want to know if you can recall and or elaborate on the Drag Race producer named Mandy and them being rude to you during your respective seasons.
Let's move on from that.
I know Mandy very well.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to answer first?
I want you to go for it, baby. You're the guest. You go first.
So, a really quick story. All-Star 7. It was the second design challenge, and I, of course, brought all the trinkets, rhinestones, feathers, trims, all that kind of stuff from home because I was prepared. And I was trying to help Jinx not have such an ugly dress. And so I was like, girl, I have feathers. Let me go get those for you. So I'm like looking for this bag of stuff, and I cannot find this bag of stuff. And I'm like,
we have to go to the show, but I want you to hold that thought because we're definitely coming back to this. We're definitely coming back to this.
5 is crazy.
Oh, we're not going to get next week's gig, the little thing.
They did it right.
Oh, they did it already. Oh,
It's a
that's right.
family
All right,
member.
for me.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I had a
yeah.
shot. I'm all already. Anyway, no.
Before we get back to her question.
We're going to do all that, and then we're going to go back to the question. But let's, Lana, we love you. Please make some noise for
Lana! I love you, Lana!
Come back. We miss you.
We adore her here. She was great when she was
Yes.
here. We talked about the hate that she got online, which was not very warranted. I hate when people do shit like that. I hate that I say the word hate, but I just don't like when people do shit like that. And if you get a chance, just go online. Give a compliment.
Yeah.
Give a good comment. Because some of these girls get overwhelmed with all the hate and the negativity that they forget that they have people that absolutely love and appreciate their talent. So, Lana, we love you.
Can I say something really fast?
Yes, absolutely,
I just
baby.
want to say, Lana, I truly do love you. I know I was talking all my shit in this episode about how I blamed it all on you, about how I just knew we were going to be in the bottom. But I didn't really mean that. I love you. You know that. And thank you for sacrificing yourself for me. You will surely be missed.
Perfect.
Well put.
Right on.
Well,
We
I
love you,
love
Lana.
you.
Love you, love you, love you. Okay, so right now we're going to get into some Q&A with our guests. We're going to continue that question that we were talking about. But first, we're going to say bye to the front bar. If you want to join us for Q&A, come on back here because we're going to turn some music on up there and throw some videos on. But we're still going to stick to the Q&A back here with our guests. YouTube, VIP members, we are going to do Q&A, and they're going to get all the juicy details. If you are not a VIP member, I encourage you to go ahead and join us because you're not getting the whole story unless you're a VIP member. Let's go ahead and give some love and appreciation to Miss Sam Starr.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's keep that going for Trinity, the Tuck Taylor.
Mother.
And before we go, next week we have...
Safira Cristal.
And from Drag Race Down Under, Hollywood star. Yes.
Work.
Yes.
It's going to be a good time. So make sure you join us next week as well. But right now, please show some love for the very talented and gorgeous Miss Caramel DeVille.
And if you want to know why I'm blue, stick around till 10:30. Friday Night Lights. It'll feature these divas. You'll find out why then. But
And
keep
15 other girls.
There you go.
We have
Yes.
15 other cast members that you have to come check out. It's an amazing show.
Yes, and please give that up for Batty Davis Roscoe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And let's keep that going for Naysha Lopez.
Thank you.